Hello Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view, how does Gemini currently view this relationship? Come on. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? All right, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So we do have the 7 of Swords. We do have the 9 of Pentacles. And then we also have the 9 of Swords. For some of you, you could be dealing with another Gemini, possibly a Virgo, maybe even an Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I feel like there's somebody here that secretly wants to talk to you. Whoever this person is that secretly wants to talk to you, it's somebody who's like carrying around like a lot of regret when it comes down to you. It kind of looks like this person did something, man, to like self-sabotage things here between the two of you. Yeah, it kind of looks like they did something to self-sabotage things here between the two of you. And it looks like they want to come in and talk to you and make things right with you. With the Knight of Swords coming out here, you may not see all this coming. You may not anticipate or expect all of this from this individual. But I am definitely getting that you will be receiving communication here from this person that self-sabotage things here between the two of you, Gemini. Now, even though this person self-sabotage things here between the two of you, I swear to God, dude, you're like my fucking spirit animal. With the 9 of Pentacles coming out here, this to me feels like an unbothered energy, okay? Like you're very unbothered by everything that's going on. Very, very unbothered. It's kind of like you're looking at them like, you know, joke's on you, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I fucking like it. All right, how does this person currently view this relationship with Gemini? We have the Page of Swords, we have the 6 of Swords, and then we also have the 4 of Wands out here. In regards to how this person is currently viewing this dynamic that they share with you, let's just start off with the simple fact that this person is still definitely keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, and or form. This person feels like you're taking this ending between the two of you very well. I can't emphasize this enough. You're just walking around like you're fucking unbothered, okay, by whatever happened here between the two of you. You're kind of looking at them like, you know, joke's on you, buddy. You know what I mean? I am definitely getting that. I am definitely getting that. I'm gonna be honest, I am definitely getting the 5 of Swords. I am definitely getting the 5 of Swords with this person's energy. I don't feel like you're feeding into this person's ego the way that they were hoping you would. Like, in other words, which I don't even know why the hell, it's very immature of them, but it looks like they did something to self-sabotage things between the two of you, and they were really hoping that you would come like running after them. You know what I mean? Or like begging them, like, please don't leave me. Please don't walk out of my life, please. And it doesn't look like you did that. I just feel like you didn't really give into their ego the way that they were hoping you would. Which is causing this person to have no other choice but to like gravitate towards you because they don't necessarily feel like you will. I'm gonna be honest, this to me kind of feels like this person did something, like they self-sabotage this connection between the two of you in some way, shape, or form, hoping that you would run after them, hoping that you would beg them, you know, to stay and not leave them is basically what I'm getting. Okay, I guess. Alrighty then, how does Gemini feel? How does Gemini feel? I swear, you're like my freaking spirit animal today, okay? We have the Queen of Wands, so the 6 of Wands, and then we also have the 4 of Swords. Yeah. This one over here is going to come running right back to you, wanting to essentially heal things here with you. I am definitely getting that. With the Queen of Wands, so the 6 of Wands coming out here, you know, I do see you feeling pretty damn good that you got this one over here running after you. I am definitely getting that, but that's just, you know, between you and I'm not going to tell this person anything, but the fact that this person's running, you know, after you and trying to get you back has you, yeah, it does have you kind of feeling pretty damn good. I will say that. I will definitely say that. Okay. Now, just because this person's running after you and it has you, you know, feeling pretty damn good on the inside, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to take this individual back, but it also doesn't mean that you're not going to either. How does this person feel? How does this person feel? Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we got the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Four of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person feels like if they don't get up and take action in your direction, for one, you're definitely not going to. And it kind of has this person essentially feeling like if they don't take action in your direction, they're going to end up losing you for good. And it kind of looks like that doesn't necessarily sit well with this human. Okay, is basically what I'm getting. Can I just say something? Can I just say something really quickly here? I feel like you're far more mature than this person. I do. I feel like you're far more mature than this person. I feel like this one over here likes to play fucking games. You know what I mean? They like to play fucking games. I keep getting that you didn't necessarily feed into this person's ego the way that they essentially wanted you to. So like the moment they self-sabotage all of this, you know what I mean? Like they're really hoping, you know, that you know, you wouldn't walk away from them. Like they're really hoping that you would, you know, beg them to change and blah, 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 blah. And it kind of looks like you didn't do any of that shit. Is basically what I'm getting. You just didn't feed into their ego the way that they wanted you to. I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened. All I do know is that they did something to self-sabotage this relationship. And that could have prompted you to get up and walk away from this person. And that in itself could have you know, cause this person to essentially feel some type of way. And the fact that you just got up and moved forward and moved on with your life and never bothered to contact them again, you know, that in itself is you not feeding into their ego the way that they wanted you to. Or they could have self-sabotaged just by getting up and walking away. And the fact that you didn't run after them and be like, please don't leave me, please don't do this. Like, you didn't feed into their ego the way that they wanted you to. You catch my drift. And the fact that this dynamic came to an end, regardless if you're the one that ended it or they were, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you left this person alone and you didn't contact them and you just kept it moving, like, that really does bother them. It really does bother them. It does. It truly does. I just feel like this person likes to play a lot of games. More of the story. So I don't know. Just be careful with this one. What actions? Like, they're the type of person that loves when a person, like, runs after them. You know what I mean? And begs them to, like, stay. Don't leave me, please. Like, you know, like, this is all that, also that type of person that likes when somebody puts up with all of their crap and all that comes with them. They absolutely love it. They live for it. We have the Seven of Wands to the King of Pentacles. And then we also have the Magician out here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Cups. And then we also have the Hierophant. This to me kind of feels... This to me feels like an energy of them overpowering the reading here towards the very, very end. Not only do we see this person breaking their silence, but we also see this person trying to essentially get you back. I also see this person, you know, willing to essentially do whatever it takes to essentially get you back. I am definitely getting that strongly. Okay, honey? Now it's entirely up to you on what you decide to do with this one over here. Okay? You could always take them back, or you could leave them in the fucking dust. Either which fucking way, the choice is entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you, honey. I'll be honest, the less you care, the more they care. Take that with you. Because this to me feels like an energy of, like, if, excuse my French, but if I don't give a fuck was a person, hands down, homie, it would be you. It would be you. It's fascinating because the less you care, the more they care. The less you do, the more they do. You know what I mean? It has that type of flavor to it. Okay. I guess. All righty. We have the Page of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Pentacles. And then we also have the Two of Wands. That's another thing that this person doesn't necessarily like either. They like to be in control. They like to call the shots. I am definitely getting that. Right now, they find themselves in a predicament that's completely and utterly out of their control. At the end of the day, they know that the ball, technically speaking, is in your court. You get to decide how this all plays out. You get to decide whether or not you guys get back together or not. Obviously, they're really hoping, you know, that you turn around and give them what they want, which is basically a second chance. But they don't know if you actually are going to. And the reason why they're really questioning if you're even going to give them another chance or not is because for one, if you did leave the relationship, it was very easy. They're looking at, they're perceiving you as somebody who got up and walked away from this relationship without any sort of like hesitation. You know what I mean? Which causes them to kind of question, like, damn, are they really going to take me back? Because they just got up and walked out of my life. So are they really going to take me back? If they were, you know, the one to like up and leave you, and the fact that you didn't run after them, you know what I mean? Kind of has them, you know, feeling like maybe you don't really care. Maybe you're not that invested, because if you were, why didn't you run after them? You know, it has that type of feel to it. So they're not entirely sure what the hell you're going to do next. I am definitely getting that, but I don't see this person, you know, giving you that much time either. Like, they're going to want an answer right away. Like, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this, Gemini? Are you going to give me a second chance or you're not going to give me a second chance? Even if you were to tell this person, you know, I just need some time to really think about it, they're not going to give you that much time. They're going to keep bugging you until you give them an answer. So, like I said, dude, the decision is entirely up to you, but just know this one over here, yeah, they like to play games. They like to play games. They do. They really do like to play games. So just be careful. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.